my bag. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10 Chiefs on 3. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full speed.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line. You're out. Ready.
This is Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Looking to throw. Knight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Love. Oh, he got position on it, and he pulls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run with Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They come up in an offset eye. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now it's Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on third down. Knight, and it's caught by Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Knight. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down now. Sweet. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting on those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 or. Here we go. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Sweep. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw. Knight nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
That's what I do. H3, 218, chopper. SOS.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
61, matchbox, right.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On 1st and 10, Love. Catch made here by Campbell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime, because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Knight. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Knight. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 53.
Operating from the gun. Love. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Draw play. This is Hines. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Jets have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there. 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Slings this deep from McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Knight. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Knight found his target. It's Anderson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Operating from the gun. Knight. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Throwing on first down. Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On first down, Love. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, it's Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. 53's my try. 53's my. Yes. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step up.
On second down, a run with Breida, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Box drop.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Knight. And some space here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You got it. You got it.
Looking to throw. Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Love. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sweep. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
He's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Sweep. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Go now. 15 yards.
And the Jets first down.
Throwing on first down, Knight. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Topper! Topper! Gotcha. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Here's Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On the delay, here's Hines. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Here we go. 15 lining, 15 lining. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. C6. Check. 53 is mine. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Set. Go.
Back to throw. Love eluding the pressure right. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Knight, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Knight, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Knight looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Knight. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Knight fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
And that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds Parker here, complete. Room past the 20, as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Off the play fake. Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score.